Hello, my name is Austin Weens, and this is my field observation report for Planning Public Policy and Management class 438. I will be talking about my observations and ideas for Franklin Boulevard from Walnut Street to 11th Avenue. Here is a time lapse from the intersection of Agate and Franklin. This intersection has the most car and foot traffic on the part of Franklin along campus. The line shown on this map represents the area of Franklin Boulevard that I observed for my report. I found three main problems with Franklin Boulevard. Number one, there is a huge lack of bicycle infrastructure. Bike lanes are not present until Villard Street traveling east away from campus. Second of all, there are many very busy intersections and there are limited places to cross the street. Third, I found that there was a lack of wayfinding signage. The only sign I noticed regarding wayfinding was very small and almost unnoticeable on Agate and Franklin. Here's a figure showing the existing conditions for Franklin Boulevard as of current day 2019. My first observations began with the intersection of Walnut Street and Franklin Boulevard. Overall, this intersection doesn't have any big problems except for there only being one bike lane heading away from campus. Next, I observed the intersection of Orchard Street and Franklin Boulevard. I immediately noticed there is no way for pedestrians to cross this intersection because there is no crosswalk. I would suggest changing this intersection by redesigning the left turn lane through the bus lane, as well as redesigning the bus lane to incorporate a crosswalk for pedestrians to safely cross the street. The intersection of Villard Street and Franklin Boulevard has a confusing crosswalk across Villard that can be dangerous during busy times of the day. Also, the fact that there is only one crosswalk to cross Franklin makes crossing the street harder than an intersection with two ways to cross the street. The intersection of Agate Street and Franklin Boulevard is arguably one of the most important intersections on Franklin. This is because there is a large amount of pedestrian traffic from students walking to the bus stop or to cross the street towards the river. This intersection desperately needs a bike lane due to the high volume of students that bike around this area. Also, there needs to be more clear signs for wayfinding to make it easy to find your way to the river or Autzen Stadium. At the intersection of Onyx Street and Franklin Boulevard, I noticed two big problems. The first was the complete absence of a bike lane, and the second was the lack of wayfinding material. This street leads straight towards the river, so it'd be nice for a sign to let pedestrians know this. The final intersection I observed was at the merging of 11th Avenue and Franklin Boulevard. The biggest problem here is that there is no safe way for a pedestrian to cross the street to the river side because there is no crosswalk. This can be a hassle because people have to walk to another intersection just to cross the street. I have come up with three main ideas that need to be incorporated into Franklin Boulevard for the future. The first is to make Franklin Boulevard a bikeable corridor so that people can get to and from campus easier. Secondly, there needs to be more safe places for people to cross Franklin Boulevard. And finally, there needs to be more wayfinding material so that people can find popular destinations around Eugene easily. Here are some possible solutions people have come up with for Franklin Boulevard. One idea I particularly like is to build a tunnel from Onyx Street to the end of 13th Avenue. This would allow campus to expand out over the current street for Franklin and allow students to have more space to travel around campus. Thank you for watching my video report on Franklin Boulevard.